Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the following broadcast of Cedarburg High School Athletics live on Spreaker.com. We've got a North Shore Conference matchup for you tonight, as it's the visiting Port Washington Pirates taking on your Cedarburg Bulldogs boys basketball team tonight. Good evening and welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Baxter Colburn, joined alongside by Zach Poppenfuss. Zach, thanks so much for being here tonight, sir.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
All right, Zach, we've got an interesting matchup, a tale of two different teams this evening. Cedarburg, they come in at 5-0. 2-0 in conference play, while the Port Washington Pirates 0-3 overall and 0-2 in conference play. Cedarburg, the only team in the North Shore Conference that is undefeated. Even the likes of Germantown have already fallen in conference play. So we've got an entertaining matchup this evening that I'm really looking forward to tonight, Zach. What are some of the things you're going to be keeping an eye on tonight, especially for the Bulldogs?
Well, I think for the Bulldogs, a big key to this game is going to be rebounding. We saw it in the JV game. It's very well coached. They get the ball, they get second point chances, they get second chance points. There we go. And you keep the other team from getting those second chance points. So rebounding is going to be huge tonight.
Well, at the end of the day, right, Zach, the team that scores the most points wins the game usually. That's how I've heard it works.
Yeah, except for Seattle when the Packers play.
Yeah, well, that's irrelevant. Anyway, your starting lineups tonight. First for the Pirates, number 4, Adam Bball. Number 11, Jordan Gardapi. At number 15, Cameron Karnitz. Number 23, Jack Larson, and number 24, Jacob Lippy. For your Bulldogs, number 1, John Diener. Number 5, Jordan Johnson. Number 11, Jared Short. Number 21, Matt Barber. Number 24, Clay Van Tassel. The Bulldogs wearing all white, Pirates in all green, and we are underway. Bulldogs will go from left to right to get the game underway. Clay Van Tassel will handle the ball. Now up to John Diener at the top of the key. He swings it out wide. Jordan Johnson, deep three-pointer off the rim, no good. Foul called on Clay Van Tassel as he was a little rough there with Jordan Gardapi. Early foul for the Bulldogs. Clay Van Tassel's got to keep an eye on things. He is a very influential character on the court with his speed, Zach.
You know, they're moving the ball well here early. Yeah, let's see if they can keep it up.
Pirates on the offensive, going from right to left. Ball in the hands of Larson. Now he swings it onto the near side, finds Jacob Lippy. He goes back to the middle of the court, finding Bball. Bball tries the drive. Now he kicks it back out. Deep three-point shot. Off the rim, no good from Jack Larson. Bulldogs rebound by Diener. Now Barber back up the halfway line. Finds John Diener. Fakes the three-point. Now cuts it back out. Jared Short. He'll go to the far side. Finds Jordan Johnson. Things calm down for a moment. Diener has it. Tries to find Johnson. He gets it back again. Diener passing it off. Jordan Johnson looking for an option. Finds Diener again on that far left elbow of the three-point range. Now Jared Short underneath. He'll whip a pass deep outside. Three-point attempt from Johnson off the rim. No good. Rebound made initially by Clay Van Tassel. Now Short gets it. He kicks it back out. Back to Van Tassel. Diener, deep three again. There it is. Three-point basket. And the Bulldogs are on the board first, 3-0.
Right there, Baxter. Rebounding by number 11. Got the ball out, and Diener made that shot.
Back the other way now for the Pirates. Ball nearly stripped away. Jordan Johnson, he's able to almost get there in time, but Jake Larson is able to steal it away. Jordan Johnson, a tall, lanky fellow, almost stripped that ball away. Pirates back the other way, looking for an answer. They trail 3-0, 16-20 to play. Here comes a two-point attempt, and it is good by the Pirates. Jacob Lippy is there for his first points of the evening. 3-2 our score. Lippy averages 4 points a game for the Pirates. Now here comes John Diener. He'll take a two-point shot. Rattles off the rim, no good. And it will be a Pirates inbound pass.
Number 10, Mitchell Strobel.
Mitchell Strobel is going to check into the ball game now for the Bulldogs. Strobel wearing that number 10 jersey. Averaging a little under a point a game. Shoots 33% from the free throw line. Pirates working their way up the court quickly. They trail by 1. Adam Bball, far side. Hands it off now, Jack Larson. Larson gets it back. Trying to survey his options. Pirates players sprinting all over the court. Jordan Gardapi with it. He hands it off to Lippy in the near elbow. Kicks it back out wide. Viral. going on a quick little layup, right-handed off the rim, no good. Rebound made by the Pirates. Second effort, still no good. Still ball up for grabs, and Matt Barber is there to claim the rebound. Cameron Karnitz took the shot for the Pirates, but he couldn't make it fall. 15-10 to play in the first half. Bulldogs lead 3-2. Here's a ball kicked out wide. Matt Barber, open three, off the rim, no good. Mitchell Strobel can't get the rebound, but it falls back to Barber, and a foul is called on the court. It'll be against number 15, Cameron Karnitz. That'll be his first foul. Bulldogs will inbound inside Port Washington territory. Jared Short has the ball, kicks it out wide to Clay Van Tassel, who then sends it back to Short on the return pass. Ball underneath the Diener. Now he'll step back to three-point range. Pulls up a shot, and it is good! John Diener, he's got all 6 points to start the game with back-to-back three-pointers. 6-2 our score with 14:40 to play in the first half. Port Washington now back the other way, looking for an answer. They trail by 4. They scored 62 in their last game in a loss to Whitefish Bay. Viral. Stray pass goes out of bounds. It'll be the Bulldogs' ball. He was trying to find Gardapi on the far side. Bulldogs will inbound. Diener to take it. Jared Short calling out the signals as they go up the court. Across the halfway line now, up to Van Tassel, far corner of the court. Underneath now to Diener, heavily guarded by Lippy. Diener tries to swing it out wide. He does, finds Short. Now goes down to Barber. Barber with the layup between two, and he got it!
Excellent ball movement there, Baxter, and a good aggressive play by Barber.
Matt Barber, he's a tall, lanky fella, and he used all of his frame to get that basket. It's 8-2 Cedarburg.
Cedarburg is just doing a much better job with backside movement than Port Washington is doing right now. They're playing a lot of frontside basketball.
Cameron Karnitz now on the ball for the Pirates. Jacob Lippy now gets it. He'll hand it off to Larson. Larson on the S of Bulldogs, going from right to left. Hands it off. Byral. He's their leading scorer. He averages 11 points a game. Byral drives off the free throw line. Foul called.
Ooh, they got Barber on that one. I don't know if that was a foul. Looked like it was an incidental contact after the pass, but ref didn't see the same.
Matt Barber, his first foul. Checking in for the Bulldogs now will be Jordan Johnson and number 15, Hunter Lewis, who'll make his first appearance. Matt Barber will come out of the ball game, as well as Jared Short. Pirates will inbound underneath the Bulldogs basket. They trail by 6. Ball set all the way back to the half-court line. It goes to the hands of Jacob Lippy. Giving it off to the main man, Byral now, across the Bulldogs' teeth on the Cedarburg court. Zach Uselding now on the far side of the court, trying to drive, now backs it up, hands it off Byral. Byral right three-point line, spin, thought about the shot, pulls it back down. Uselding almost loses it. Diener seals it away. Diener, 2-on-1 opportunity, goes for the layup, got it!
Nice and easy basket, good discipline.
And a timeout called on the court. A 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. It is 10-2 in favor of the Bulldogs. You're listening to Cedarburg Athletics on Spreaker.com. Welcome back to Cedarburg Athletics live on Spreaker.com. I'm Baxter Colburn alongside Zach Poppenfu. Cedarburg boys, they lead 10-2 against the visiting Port Washington Pirates on a chilly Tuesday evening in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. I believe it was, 14 on the drive up, Zach? It was darn cold, that's all I know.
14 degrees per GM.
Shot there from Jacob Lippy off the restart, has it rattle off the basket and into the safe hands of Jordan Johnson. Bulldogs go the other way. Strobel underneath the basket finds Hunter Lewis. Now back out to Johnson. Johnson, Clay Van Tassel now on the far side. He'll go underneath to John Diener. Diener tries to spin away from two guys. Goes, has his first shot blocked, and a foul called.
The block was clean. It was the second man on him that got him with the body.
So John Diener will head to the line to shoot two. Foul's going to be on number 15, Cameron Karnitz. That's his second foul already.
At the line, John Diener.
John Diener, a household name here in Cedarburg, mostly because of the skills on the court, but also because his father, Tom Diener, coaches. Diener converts on the first free throw attempt. 11-2 our score with 12:31 to play. Diener's got the second one also. That's a man that averages 92% from the free throw line, Zach.
You know, if you practice a lot, that's what you do.
So I've heard, at least. The more you practice, the results are usually that much better. Pirates back the other way. Here comes a three-point attempt off the backboard. No good. Rebound made after Byrell's shot went wide. Here comes Diener sprinting back up the court quickly. Looking for an option offensively. Goes to Jordan Johnson. Gets it right back. Now goes back to Johnson, top of the key. Looking for options, finds Diener underneath. Diener thought about driving, then backed off. He'll go back outside the three-point arc. Now he's got an open shot. Fade away off the backboard, no good. Rebound, almost made by Hunter Lewis, but the Pirates pull it down. It's Adam Byrell with the rebound.
You know, on that last playback, Diener was completely uncovered. If the play hadn't had him running towards his man, he would have been wide open.
Oliver Garish with a three-point attempt for the Pirates has it go off the rim. Rebound made by the Bulldogs. They come back the other way. Now Johnson with it in front of the visiting bench on the near side. Johnson drives the lane through two, off the rim, no good. Rebound made by Hunter Lewis. He kicks it back out. Diener for three, yes! John Diener, his third three-pointer of the half.
He was cheating down court, and that rebound just happened to find him right at the three-point line.
Sometimes that's how the ball bounces. Diener is known for putting away those crucial baskets. 15-2 our score in favor of the Pirates. Port Washington surveying the court, looking for an option. They haven't scored in a long time, Zach. Let's just be honest. They get a basket there, though. Zach Uselding coming off the bench to score his first points of the evening. It's 15-4 now. 10:53 to play in the first half. Cedarburg looking to stay perfect, not only on the season, but in conference play. Here comes Johnson. Nice little spin off the rim, and down it goes. Good basket, 17-4. Johnson gets his first points of the evening.
Excellent footwork on a little backdoor spin move.
Here come the Pirates. Jacob Lippy has it. Foul, traveling call, rather.
Big travel. He caught that ball in his chest, never put it down.
Patrick McKenzie's going to start his evening early. He's going to jump onto the court now in favor over Mitchell Strobel for the Bulldogs. Wearing that number 43 jersey, McKenzie averaging 3.8 points a game. 60% from free throw range. Or the free throw line, I should say, rather.
Well, you know, he might shoot that from free throw range, too.
It's true. Bulldogs offensively have it again. Here comes Diener, top of the key, looking for an option. Thought about the shot. Now he'll drive, kick it back out. Finds Jared Short. Far side of the court, going over to Hunter Lewis. Back to Jordan Johnson. Johnson finds Lewis outside the three-point arc. Has the ball threaded through to Diener. Has it stripped away after a poor pass.
Not sure how that wasn't a travel as he fell down stealing the ball.
Uselding, he'll try to drive the lane, kicks it back out. Deep three-point attempt coming from Lippy off the brim. No good. Rebound made by Uselding. Wide open basket underneath is Oliver Gurish. He never gave up on the play. He gets the free basket. 17-6 our score. Here comes a basket the other way for John Diener as he lays it up and in. Pirates now looking for an opportunity to get on the board. They trail 19-6 with 9:27 to go. Here's a little jump shot from the free throw line. Misses the basket altogether. Patrick McKenzie gets the rebound. Jack Larson was hoping and praying, and then his prayers were completely smashed.
I think that was the easiest rebound I've ever seen. The ball bounced twice, and then he walked right into it.
Ball intercepted. Jack Larson. He races up the court. Going. He'll find a little spin-off pass to Gurish. He misses it. Rebound made. Jared Short. Opportunity now. Uselding playing good defense by Port. He intercepts the pass. Back the other way now for the Pirates. Deep three-point attempt from the Pirates. It's good. Evan Lilly. Where's he been all evening? Three-pointer there. 19-9 our score. Cedarburg leads with 8:45 to play. That
was even a contested shot there, Bax.
Wide open. That was almost like an NBA level three. Jordan Johnson from the baseline almost rather has it knocked away, but Jared Short is there. He is able to put it back for his points of the evening. It's 21-9. As soon as Port scores, Cedarburg has got a whole nother sort of an answer for them.
Yeah, there you go.
McKenzie, Johnson, Lewis, Diener, and Short all on the court for the Bulldogs. Uselding underneath the basket. Kicks it out wide. Three-pointer is good by Oliver Gersh. Gersh, he averages 5 points a game. He has eclipsed that mark with half of a first half to play still. Patrick McKenzie, he'll take a 2-point basket. Off the rim, no good. And a foul called against Jared Short, it looks like. That's his first foul of the evening.
They went up together and maybe he got him with a little bit of an elbow. That's what the
defensive pass interference, it looked like.
Yeah, basically. That was about the longest 2-point basket you could try there, Bax. His
really
toe was just barely on the edge.
Subs now for the Bulldogs. Clay Van Tassel and Matt Barber are going to check into the ball game. McKenzie and Short will sit down. Here comes another three-pointer for Porch. That one is going to go in. Jack Larson, he gets his first points of the evening. Timeout on the court. It's a full timeout. We will step aside with 7:41 to play. It's 21-15 in favor of Cedarburg. Back right here on Spreaker.com right after this. Welcome back to Cedarburg High School. 21-15 our score in favor of your Bulldogs with 7:41 to play in the first half. Bulldogs will get the inbound pass after the full timeout. Coach Tom Diener not happy with the fact that his team has basically become a rotating door from three-point range for the Pirates.
On that last three-pointer,
ball nearly stolen away there, and they will, but he will step out of bounds, it looks like. Jack Larson thought he had a free pass to the basket after Jordan Johnson lost the ball. But it will go out of bounds. Bulldogs will get a lucky break on that one.
If he hadn't stepped out of bounds, I'm pretty sure Johnson would have been called for a foul. He was tangled up with him as they headed towards the sidelines.
John Diener will do the inbound pass. Finds Johnson on the far corner. He goes underneath the basket to Matt Barber. Barber backs his way around. Spin move off the rim. No good. Gets his own rebound. Back underneath. Foul called. Basket won't count after he did convert. We'll find out who the guilty party is on that one. It'll be against Port Washington. It'll be on Gersh. Oliver Gersh, his first foul of the evening. Inbound pass coming quickly for the Bulldogs. Jordan Johnson thought about a three-pointer, fakes it, steps inside the three-point arc, and knocks it down. Jordan Johnson's up to 4 points. Port back up the court. They trail 23-15 with 7:04 to play in the first half. Ball by Uselding, lost away for a moment, and a foul called. Clay Van Tassel was diving for a loose ball, but they're going to call him a guilty party on that one. I don't know if I agree with that one, Zach. I thought it was a 50-50 ball on that one.
Yeah, it didn't look like anybody specifically had possession. I guess they claim that Port never lost the ball.
Van Tassel, his second foul of the evening. Pirates will keep possession. Inbound pass coming to Jack Larson. Larson hands it off. Evan Lilly. He had a beautiful three earlier in the game. Back over to Larson, near side. Steps back to the three-point arc. Now he'll drive the lane. Kicks it out wide. 3-point from Gersh. Thought about it. Cuts it back inside. Ball loose for a moment. Diener had it. Lost it. Back behind the... My goodness, a behind-the-back pass there from Jack Larson. Goes out of bounds.
And we got a foul. There's calling a block on...
It's going to go against Hunter Lewis. His first foul of the evening. Larson was trying to go all Allen Iverson behind the back pass there on that one. Completely overshot his guy, but drew a foul in the process.
And by holding on to the ball, it made it look as if he still was in possession.
Pirates will hold on to possession. They will inbound underneath the basket. It's Larson to do the inbound pass. He does, finds Byro. Byro kicks it out wide. Back now to the top of the court. That will go up top. Evan Lilly, three-pointer. It's good! Evan Lilly, his second three-pointer. It's 23-18 with 6:23 to play before halftime. The coach of the Bulldogs, Tom Diener, looking a little frustrated after his team's hot start. Now he's been a little bit of a three-pointer from Diener on the other side. No good. Rebound made by Van Tassel. Good heads-up play from Van Tassel. He'll drive on the right side. And
draws the block.
Draws the foul. Nicely done.
Van Tassel gets second chance points if he goes up for that with two hands. That he tried to one-hand that rebound and it snuck away from him.
Jack Larson will be the guilty party. His first foul of the evening. Mitchell Strobel's going to check into the ball game. He will have Hunter Lewis sit down. Diener, inbound pass, finds Johnson near side in front of the visiting bench. Jordan Johnson breaks some ankles. Three-pointer.
Wow.
You bet it's good.
Steps up, crosses over, steps back, and knocks it down.
That is a highlight reel play right there. 26-18 our score. Jordan Johnson's telling John Diener, say, hey, don't be scoring all my points, sir. I want to get some on this action, too. Port Washington back the other way. Little hook shot from Jack Larson. He scores. 26-20. John Diener back the other way. Matt Barber thought about the three, fakes it. Now he'll drive between three players, draws the foul.
Someone had to foul him in their backs.
Three players were
going
hanging
up
on Matt Barber.
Had to make him earn those points.
Port Washington foul number 4.
It's going to be on number 4, Adam Byrell. His first foul of the evening. Matt Barber's going to step up to the line to shoot his first free throws of his career of the evening. First shot from Barber's up and good. Barber's 71% shooter from the free throw line. Looks to add to that total again. And he does. He's 100% on the evening.
If he had missed that, Strobel was going to get those putback points. Port Washington didn't even box out.
28-20 our score now. Port Washington back the other way. They've had a lot of success shooting the three-pointer. Here's Evan Lilly, one of those guys doing it. Clay Van Tassel on the interception. Just as he did so well on the football field, a great step there. Diener fakes the three-pointer on the far side. Two-point shot, rattles it in, and the foul. John Diener living up to the man, the myth, the legend that he is.
Port Washington's a little surprised that was a foul. Diener faked him out so much, so I think they were still catching up to him.
Jordan Gardepy, his first foul of the evening. John Diener's going to step to the line now. He will make it and complete the three-point play. Diener has had himself a fantastic first half. 31-20 our score. 5 minutes to play. Cedarburg looking to stay perfect in the North Shore and on their season. Port Washington looking for their first overall win of the season. We've seen good shooting from Port so far. I think that's been kind of overshadowed by the fact that they trailed by 11.
They're taking shots they can make as they miss a shot, but
Lippy there missing it.
They've taken good shots so far, and shot choice is very good. It's just they're not getting a lot of looks.
Cedarburg back the other way now. Diener, top of the key, now goes right side. Mitchell Strobel looking for an option. Tried to find Diener. Now he decides to go to Van Tassel, who's standing at the top. Back to Diener on the near side. Right elbow. Stutter step. Thinking about it. Now he'll go to the left hand, cross back through to his legs. Top of the key, back to Mitchell Strobel, far side, finding Van Tassel. Van Tassel taking a little bit more of a time to survey the court, look for a more viable shooting lane. Now Jordan Johnson, he gets it, tries to back his way in and draws the foul.
Beerle's got to watch out. That's his second foul on him in this many minutes.
Port Washington foul number 4, Adam Byrell.
Byrell, his second, as we just heard. Hunter Lewis is going to check back into the game for the Bulldogs. Jordan Johnson will step to the line. Johnson will go to the line to shoot. He's already got 8 on the evening. Rather, 8 with that basket. I was just predicting the future. If you say it really fast, people believe you more, I promise. 32-20 our score. 4 minutes remaining. Johnson looking to stay perfect at the line. And he does.
Not about to repeat any mistakes. Port Washington was ready to box out on that one, Baxter.
13-point lead for the Bulldogs. 3:55 to play here in the first half. Port up the court, going from right to left. This one handed off. Fritchman, shot off the backboard, no good. Thought a foul might have been called in the act of shooting, but it's not. Diener quickly back the other way. Jordan Johnson, three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound made by the Pirates. Lippy was there to get the ball.
Good hustle by Port Washington getting down and contesting that shot right at the end. Just maybe enough to cause him to miss.
Gardepy handing it off, finds Larson. Larson thought about driving, now kicks it back out. Gardepy, three-pointer off the rim. No good. I thought it might have rattled down, but it decided to go the other way.
Unlucky roll.
Van Tassel on the rebound, kicks it out wide. Johnson thinks about a three-pointer from the far side, and he does!
Completely uncovered. They all hustled ball side. Johnson snuck backside and hit him with a three.
Johnson averages almost 21 points a game. He has done a fantastic job so far this evening. He's got 12 in the first half.
He's on his way back.
You can't leave a guy like Johnson open. He's going to burn you all night.
No, especially not something as wide open as that backside three was.
Muselding, near corner, in front of the Bulldogs bench. He'll hand it off. Here's a little jump shot from about 15, and it's good from Jacob Lippy. His fourth point of the evening.
Story we'll have to watch tonight is Jordan Johnson guarding Lippy and Byrell. He's done an excellent job of covering. I think that's the first points from either of those two when they've been covered by Johnson.
Speaking of Johnson, he finds himself with the ball. Drives the lane, layup. Yeah, it's good. He rattled it around.
He's got the touch, Baxter. A little finger roll as he ducked underneath the backboard. It went around and around and dropped for the points.
Timeout on the court. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. It's 38-22 in favor of Cedarburg with 2:19 to play here in the first half. I'm Baxter Colburn. He's Zach Poppenfuss. 4 different players for the Bulldogs have scored so far in the first half. 5 for the Pirates. The three-pointers have been falling for the Pirates. They've been finding themselves in open situations. I wonder if it's because the Bulldogs were ahead by so much that they just kind of forgot to play defense for a little while.
Yeah, I don't know. It almost looks as if the Port Washington Pirates are having luck when they do backside movement. We just haven't seen a lot of that backside movement here tonight.
So we will have to see if Port Washington continue to run plays that get them a little bit more open. We've seen Jack Larson with the ball a lot. Evan Lilly, he's hit 2 3-pointers tonight. He's been their main source of three-point income. But I'm really curious to see if Cedarburg is going to be able to play a little bit tighter around the arc.
Well, Jacob Lippy's a good shooter, too. If he gets open, like I said before, it's been Diener and Johnson guarding him. So if he can get open, I'm sure he can, make some baskets.
Here comes Larson now for the Pirates as they go right to left. He'll hand it off to Gardepy. Gardepy finding Evan Lilly. Lilly thought about driving, then pulled back. Here comes a little layup from Larson. Has the ball knocked away. Foul called on the Bulldogs.
Another ball where I'm not sure anybody had possession backs, and there was a foul called.
They'll say he was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go against Hunter Lewis. That's his second foul of the evening. So Jack Larson's going to go to the line to shoot 2. He's already got 5 on the evening. He averages 8.3 points a game. And he misses the first. Heard a random whistle in the stands.
It sounded almost like a bird.
Well, it is cold outside. You got to find a place to keep warm in the winter months. Cedarburg Gymnasium might not be the worst place.
Between the Warhawks and the Blackhawks, we've got 2 birds in here already, hanging on the walls.
Second shot from Larson is no good. Rebound made. Bulldogs back the other way. 38-22 our score. 1:45 to play before halftime. Van Tassel. Quick little shifty passing. Now finds Diener. Back to Van Tassel. Thought about the 3. Now tries to drive the lane. Left-handed ball. Has it knocked away. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out now to Strobel. He'll drive the lane. Up and in! And the foul.
When Strobel turned around on that one, he thought the referee had called a charge on him. He was a little surprised.
Jack Larson, his second foul of the evening, but a great play there from Mitchell Strobel. Van Tassel tried it. He had it rejected. Strobel tried it, and he got it, and the foul.
If
Strobel
Larson
misses. Rebound made by Lewis.
Wow.
Back to Strobel. He has it knocked away. Ball free. Port Washington recovers, and they go back up the court.
Port Washington forgot to box out again.
Here comes Uselding. Layup blocked away by Hunter Lewis. Back the other way. Diener. Back to Strobel. He'll drive the lane through 2 and in.
Didn't we just see that same playbacks?
Mitchell Strobel split 2 Port Washington defenders and laid it in. It's a 20-point game, 42-22. And the Pirates whistled for traveling down the other way. Well, we were saying that it was only 4 people getting on the score sheet, and all of a sudden it's 5 as Mitchell Strobel has laid 4 points down in the matter of 20 seconds. Back the other way now for the Bulldogs. Diener, 3-pointer falling away. You're going to have to put him outside the gym if you want him to try to miss. Timeout on the floor, 45-22. A full timeout will step aside with 51 seconds to play before halftime. It's Cedarburg Athletics live on Spreaker.com. Back after this. Back here at Cedarburg High School, 45-22 our score in favor of your Bulldogs with 51 seconds to play before halftime. I'm Baxter Colburn, joined alongside by Zach Poppenfuss. We will be here again on Friday evening as well, as the girls will be in action, so you're not going to want to miss that one. That'll be 7:15 a tip-off. Be on the air a little after 7 o'clock Central Time. We appreciate you listening to the broadcast this evening. Bulldogs looking to stay perfect if they can. Patrick McKenzie, he'll get an interception now. He'll run back up the court. 2-on-1. Goes to Strobel. Lays it around. Missing it. Hunter Lewis can't get there. Rebound made this time by, looks like Gurish back the other way, and he'll lay it in.
Actually, those points should go to Diener. He knocked that one in. Had a clean block, but it went off his hand and into the basket.
Faked the pass. Made the layup. 10 seconds to go. 45-24. John Diener with the ball in his hand. Now to Patrick McKenzie. 6 seconds. McKenzie back out. Diener. Deep three. Off the rim. No good. Back to McKenzie.
McKenzie gets that rebound.
Finds it again. Strobel runs out of time. And we will go to halftime. So your score at the halftime break, Cedarburg 45 and the Port Washington Pirates 24. We will take a break and come back and give you the first half stats. You're listening to Cedarburg High School Athletics live on Spreaker.com. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Cedarburg High School. 45-24 our score. I'm Baxter Colburn alongside Zach Poppenfuss. A very entertaining first half for you. Cedarburg with a big lead thanks to the playing, of course, of John Diener and Jordan Johnson. Zach, your thoughts on the first half, sir?
Well, we saw that when Cedarburg pushed the ball, when they move the ball, they score. On top of that, Cedarburg has done an excellent job of getting rebounds and not giving Port Washington any easy second chance baskets. And that has been the difference in this game, Bax. Taking away the second chance baskets that Port Washington could have had, and you get twice as many points.
Well, John Diener, speaking of points, 19 points in the first half from him. Jordan Johnson took him a little bit to get going, but when he did, he found his rhythm. We saw some beautiful shots from him. 14 from him in the first half. Otherwise, 4 for Mitchell Strobel, 2 for Jared Short, and a quiet 4 from Matt Barber as well. Fouls, 2 fouls for Clay Van Tassel, 2 for Hunter Lewis, 1 for Barber, and 1 for Short. Usually Jared Short's the man that's getting himself a little bit more foul trouble. He's been quieter in the first half. I think that's benefited Cedarburg overall. I don't know if there's really been anybody that's been too disappointing, I think.
He also didn't play as many minutes as Van Tassel's been playing. So that's why you see a little bit more foul trouble there for him.
Yeah, one of the usually things you never really know sometimes when you go into a game. Your coaches have lineups, they have thoughts, and it's like, all right, this player's going to do well tonight. And you never really know until the game actually starts.
Yeah, you can't take someone out that's made 2 shots in a row, Max.
Exactly. Patrick McKenzie, we've seen him a little bit as well, too. He doesn't have any points to his name, but it's been good to see the newcomer get a little bit of extra ball time.
Yeah, and he's been running well with the Port Washington attack. And so I think that's part of the reason why he's been on the court. He gets down there, he's the first man back on defense. Any coach that sees that will keep you on the floor.
Well, the last time these two teams met last season, Cedarburg beat them 56-23, and then also delivered a 66-52 throttle. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we'll see if Port Washington has anything left in the tank to keep up with Cedarburg. It's 45-24. You're at the halftime interval. We'll be back with more live on Spreaker.com after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Cedarburg High School. It's 45-24. Your Bulldogs on top of the visiting Port Washington Pirates. I'm Baxter Colburn, joined alongside by Zach Poppenfuss. We appreciate you spending your evening with us, your Tuesday. Hopefully you're in a warmer place than, well, it's pretty warm in here, I would say. It's
probably about 63 degrees. I know because my apartment is 63 degrees, and I'd probably feel about the same if I were at home right now.
The more you know, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that were playing, what time or what temperature is it in Zach's apartment? 63 was the number we were looking for tonight. You can send your response now. Anyway, But yeah, first half that was definitely dominated by the Bulldogs. On the other side, though, for the Pirates, they had a couple of bright moments. Mainly, it was when Evan Lilly shot a three-pointer. He had 2 3-point baskets in the first half for 6 total points. Oliver Gersh, he had 7 total points to lead all Pirates scorers. Zach Uselding had 2 points. He was very aggressive on the defensive side, I noted multiple times.
He had a couple of good steals, and also he's aggressive when he gets the ball on offense, and that created some of those opportunities for Lilly to shoot threes. One very important thing to note is that both Byral and Lippy have been quiet from three-point land, aside from the one three-pointer that Lippy got, due to excellent defense from both John Dieter and Jordan Johnson.
Well, one of the things you were talking about, too, was the defensive play of Jordan Johnson. I believe it was Lippy and Johnson, is right? Is that the matchup you were watching?
That was the matchup that I was watching about halfway through the first half, and they kept running plays that were designed to go to Lippy, and then when Lippy came out, Byral went in, and they were running plays designed to go to Byral. Both times, Johnson, he's not an extremely wide player, slid right through the screen, and just using good footwork and good mechanics to play excellent defense. And I think that's been the biggest difference in the defensive ballgame.
As we go into the second half, Zach, what are you looking for from Cedarburg? What do they need to do to close this game out? They've already got a 21-point lead, but aside from that, what do they need to consistently do? Because we know teams like to sometimes slack off when they've got such a huge lead to start a half.
Well, when you've got such an excellent lead to start off a half, remind the team that you have that lead. A good 10-point run to start a half always ices a game. It's very rare that you're up by that much and you throw 10 more on top of it and another team's going to have a chance to come back. On top of that, keep the pressure on. Don't let this team catch their breath and shoot from distance. Play aggressive defense and make them score 2-point baskets to beat you. It's 10 2-point shots or a few less threes. So.
Exactly, which we know that Cedarburg has done a good job of doing thus far this evening from Johnson and Diener. Cedarburg has been outscoring their opponents this year, 347 to 249. The second half is actually their quote-unquote weaker half. They've scored 155 second-half points to their 192 first-half points. So we'll have to see if Cedarburg decides to taper off a little bit. That also is because that they usually have a fairly large lead. I mean, their last 3 games, they won 80 to 57 against Milwaukee Lutheran, 57-42 against West Lapeer, and 64-52 against Milwaukee Hamilton. So this is a team that knows how to build a lead and keep it as well, Zach. Second half about to begin as the Pirates will get the inbound pass. They will work now from left to right, and we are underway for the second half between Port Washington and Cedarburg. Right off the bat, off the inbound pass is Adam Byral. He flies to the hoop and gets his first points of the evening.
That's not how you want to start a second half with a lead, Bax. Swinging the ball here.
45 to 26 now our score. Van Tassel has the ball. Far corner. Going from right to left. Here comes Diener. Pull-up 3. There it is. And he picks right back up where he left off. He's up to 22 points.
Before I cut myself off there, I was going to say Van Tassel just missed the coverage. He was actually on Byral, which we had seen Johnson on Byral previously. So as soon as they took Johnson off of Byral, he scored right away.
Pass intercepted now by the Bulldogs. Attendant for Byral. Here comes the Bulldogs back up the court. Barber with the ball now. Over to John Diener. Left side. Makes a cutback move. Step. Fadeaway shot. And it's good. We talked about those 10 points. Who thinks they might come from one player?
Halfway there.
Here comes a little layup. Ricochets off the backboard. No good from Gardapi. Rebound made by Diener.
Good defense by Matt Barber.
Behind the back pass to short. Now he finds Johnson. Johnson spins away. Pull-up jumper. It's good.
Barber also uncovered on that play. Could have been just as easily basket by him.
52-26 our score. 16:35 to play in the ballgame. Port Washington, they shot the 3 fairly well in the first half. They definitely need to get back to that, and they need to do it now if they even want to have a prayer of keeping up with the Bulldogs. Here comes a drive from Jack Larson. He goes out of bounds, but it will be tipped off of Jordan Johnson. Pirates will keep possession.
The key for Port Washington here is going to just be to keep scoring. You can't have empty possessions. If it's a 2-point basket, if it's a 3-point basket, they just have to keep scoring. Cedarburg, on the other hand, just has to keep them from scoring. it's easy to hold a lead if you don't let the other team score points.
Patrick McKenzie will check into the ball game. He'll sit down Clay Van Tassel. Here comes the inbound pass, finds Byrell. Byrell kicks it out wide. 3-point basket from Gardapi, no good. Rebound made by Johnson. Johnson across the halfway line, finds Diener. Quick 3-point shot, it's good! John Diener, he's got 8 to start the second half.
There's your 10-point run, Bax.
Pirates back the other way. You're not wrong, Zach. Back the other way now for Port. Trying to find a little bit of space off the rim. No good from Lippy. Rebound made again. This time made by Diener. He'll come up. Finds McKenzie now, who finds Short. Back to McKenzie. Back to Diener. Far side of the court. Outside the 3-point arc. Diener makes a fake. Has the ball blocked away. No foul called. Port Washington back up the court.
And that was all hand, Bax. They basically high-fived in the air.
John Diener, no protest from him. Sometimes he will be a little vocal with his call, but he realized the reason behind that one. Foul called underneath the basket.
I'm not sure who was assigned to that man, but both Short and Barber went up for him. Barber had the positioning and Short did not.
Jared Short will be the guilty party, his second foul of the evening. Jordan Gardapi will step to the line to attempt his first points of the evening. And he converts the first one. Checking in now will be Oliver Gersh for the Pirates. He led all Pirate scorers in the first half. Second attempt coming for Gardapi. And he nails it. 2 points for Gardapi. 55-28 our score. Cedarburg leads with 15:20 to play. McKenzie handing off to Short on the near side. Short backing his way down, finds Matt Barber. He dodges 2 players, goes up for the basket, no good, but he does draw the foul. Good little shoulder fake there from Matt Barber.
Barber's been wide open on a number of these plays. It's the first time they've fed him. He was just a little slow getting up, and they got the foul called on the ground instead of in the air.
Cameron Karnitz, his third foul, will be sent into the books there for Port Washington. Hunter Lewis is going to check into the ball game along with Mitchell Strobel. Barber and Short are going to have a seat for Cedarburg. Jordan Johnson will inbound. He'll find Hunter Lewis. Now outside the arc to Patrick McKenzie. McKenzie goes center to Strobel. Strobel goes far side to Johnson. Johnson thought about the drive. Now goes to Diener, who backs off the 3-point line. Back to Strobel now on the near side. Hunter Lewis. Left corner. Diener has the ball knocked away, and a foul is called.
Patrick McKenzie got bowled over on a screen breaker by a fast-moving, but not necessarily bigger than him, Jacob Lippy.
And Lippy the guilty party on that one, too, his first foul of the evening. Diener will do the inbound pass following the foul. Inbound pass finds McKenzie on the near side. He'll go to Johnson. Johnson tries to drive the lane, bumps off one player, draws a foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Wow, I thought it was an offensive foul.
I definitely thought that was going to be a charge as well. If he hadn't been in the air, I believe definitely would have. His feet hadn't quite landed, Bax.
Cameron Karnitz, that's his 4th foul of the evening. Here comes a shot from Johnson. He makes his first free throw. Johnson and Diener, the 2 Bulldogs to score thus far in the second half. Sam Fritsch will check into the ball game for the Pirates. He will replace the foul-ridden Cameron Karnitz. Second free throw attempt coming from Jordan Johnson. And he converts. That's why he shoots 91% from the line. He's got 4 in the second half. 57-28 our score. Port yet to get over that 30-point mark. They've struggled to do that several times during the Cedarburg-Port Washington series. Here comes the drive, up to the basket, off the rim, no good. That's Adam Byrell who has it knocked away, but Port Washington will hold on to possession. Back up the way comes Fritsch. Fritsch goes, 3-point attempt from Gersh is no good. Rebound made by Johnson. Quickly back up the court. Here comes Diener, fakes a 3-pointer, cuts it back out, still looking for options. Settles down, finds Johnson, who's on the G of Bulldogs. Here comes McKenzie. He'll drive the lane. Over 2 different players, and in!
And he gets it. Wow. Shot with the right, bumped off to the left hand, which he somehow struggled that ball to the rim just enough to make it go over. You know, he's out there because he's a defensive specialist, and anytime you can get points from a defensive specialist like Patrick McKenzie, you take them.
McKenzie will go to the line to complete the three-point play. Sam Fritsch, the guilty party. And McKenzie misses the free throw. But a foul is called, apparently. Oh, pardon me, it's going to be against Cedarburg. Hunter Lewis, his third foul of the evening.
Good aggressive box out, but when you're in that middle spot, you know,
it's a hard area to try to
green
win the ball
on either
in.
side, yeah.
59-28 our score with 14 minutes to play in the ballgame. Cedarburg, a healthy lead, but wanting more. Here comes Port up the way. Foul called as Gardapi tried to get to the basket.
Very strong body as Diener tried to close off the baseline to him. It wasn't set.
John Diener will be the guilty party on that one. His first foul of the evening. Here comes Port Washington after the inbound pass underneath the Bulldogs basket. Here comes Gardapi. Has the ball stripped away. Ball still on the court. Mitchell Strobel picks it up. Opportunity for the Bulldogs on the counterattack. Strobel cuts back to the middle of the court. He'll take it himself and draws the foul before the shot.
They're going to call that on the ground. Very, very interesting play there. It looks like Jordan Gardapi was cutting back across. Wasn't even intending to defend Strobel. Just ran into him, and they get the foul on him.
Foul called. We will take a quick timeout as there is a timeout on the floor. It's 59-28 with 13:42 to go. Cedarburg leads. Back with more on Spreaker.com after this. Back here at Cedarburg High School, your Bulldogs on top of the Pirates, 59-28 with 13:42 to play. I'm Baxter Colburn, joined alongside by Zach Poppenfuss. Bulldogs looking to stay undefeated in North Shore play with another victory this evening. They're 5-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play.
Cedarburg just gave the ball back to Port Washington. Not necessarily a sympathy play.
Looked kind of like a wayward pass from what I was seeing. I was looking at my notes and I saw the ball just kind of fly loosely on the court.
Diener was wide open at the beginning of the play, and Johnson went to get it to him. When they ran the play, Johnson threw the ball, and Diener ran the play. So it wasn't there when the ball arrived.
Foul called on the court. Patrick McKenzie will go into the books, his first foul of the evening. Pirates will hold on to possession. Here's a nice little 1-2 combination. Ball slips through the hands of Fritsch, and there will be a...
It's going to be Port Washington ball. It was touching Johnson's foot while Johnson's foot was out of bounds. So the ref called the ball out of bounds.
It's a cheeky rule. Inbound pass for the Pirates. Here comes a pull-up jumper from Lippy. He has it rattle off the backboard, no good. Here comes Diener off the rebound. Johnson racing back up, takes the shot. How did he score? He
Excellent
does.
Contested defense.
I thought he was behind the backboard when he let go of the shot, but it still finds its way into the net. 61-28 our score, 13:09 to play.
Jacob Lippy did everything you can ask on that play and more, and just couldn't stop the basket.
Patrick McKenzie whistled for the foul. He'll say he wasn't moving, and I would agree with him.
I don't think he had both arms up in the air, though, Bax. I think he got him on the body with that left hand.
So Adam Byrell is going to step to the line to look for a free throw attempt. He overshoots the first one. We're going to see the first of Victor Novi tonight now. He'll check into the ball game. 5 points a game he averages. He'll take out Mitchell Strobel. Novi, one of the larger Bulldogs on the roster, comes in at 6'7" as a sophomore. That man has been eating his Wheaties. Second basket is good from Byrell.
You know, as long as they can get him some game time, they're going to. They want to see what he can do as a junior and a senior. Heck, in playoff time, having a guy his size might not hurt either.
Sometimes the younger the player, the more willingness to rise to the occasion at a higher level.
Very true.
Johnson, three-pointer contested. That's good. Jordan Johnson. Johnson, he's got 9 in the second half. 64-29. Port Washington looking to break over that 30-point barrier. They trail 64-29. Ball in the hand of Gersh. Gersh has it, knocked away, and a foul called. Looks like Patrick McKenzie as he was playing tight defense on Evan Lilly.
That'll be his third, I believe, back.
That is correct. McKenzie gotten into a little bit of foul trouble in the last several minutes after being fairly quiet on the defensive foul side for most of the evening.
But he's doing exactly what they want him to. If he fouls out of this game, he'll have done so doing exactly what the coach wants. He's keeping Port Washington from settling into any kind of groove.
Lilly, nice little pass has it there, but blocked away. Hunter Lewis got a big and denied him, but he's going to get whistled for the foul.
Hunter Lewis actually made that foul while they were both on the ground.
Actually, Victor Novi's going to get the foul called on him, actually.
The block was clean, backs.
Lippy's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first one. He's got 5 on the evening. Matt Barber's going to check in. He'll take out Jordan Johnson. You've got a big lineup out there. Hunter Lewis, Victor Novi, Matt Barber, John Diener, and Patrick McKenzie. 3 high looming players for the Bulldogs. Second shot is no good. Barber with the rebound.
Well, it's back to what I said before. If they can't get any second chance points, and you can throw them in just like Victor Novi did right there. Nice little 2-point basket from the block.
Good play from Novi. He's got his first 2 points of the evening. 66-30 our score with 12:05 to play in the second half. Port Washington going from left to right, back up the court. Nice little slant pass to Jacob Lippy. Lippy back to Fritsch. Now Larson with the pass, and a foul called. Looks like it's going to go against Matt Barber. Barber will go into the book for his second time this evening.
I've always been surprised by players that wear the number 0, backs.
Well, 0 is my hero.
There you go.
No, it is. I've always wondered that too. I'm like, why? You've got infinite amount of numbers.
Well, you actually have 99 other numbers that aren't 0 and fit on a jersey.
True.
This isn't racing. You can't be 101.
That is also true. Larson converts his first free throw. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a personality thing or if that's just a personal preference, or there's not many famous 0 athletes out there, to my knowledge.
There has to be somebody in the NBA that wore it once upon a time.
I'm sure. Why else would people wear the number? Second shot from Larson is good. He's got 7 now, 2 in the second half. 66-32 our score. Cedarburg leads with 11:45 to play. Here comes Diener. 2-point shot off the rim, no good. Rebound made by Port Washington. It's Oliver Gersh who goes back up the court from left to right. He hands it off. Larson now back across the 3-point line. Looks, drives the lane, throws it quickly on an Isaac pass to Isaac McKinney. He has it knocked away. Patrick McKenzie back the other way quickly now for the Bulldogs.
Very poor showing on that last offensive rebound.
3 from Diener, falling down.
Diener knocked it down and took 3 steps back after being aggressively boxed out by number 12, Isaac McKinney.
69-32. Here comes a 3-pointer now from Evan Lilly the other way. Has it rattle out. Washington holds on to possession. Lilly, 2-point shot. Just inside the 3-point line. No good. Diener with the rebound. 3-on-3 situation. Diener running at the basket. Plants his feet. Layup. And it's against Diener, apparently.
They're going to get him with the charge. He brought his elbow up through his body, the body of the defender, and the defender acted it very well.
Chuck Willer's going to check into the game. He's going to replace John Diener. Chuck Willer, one of the younger, more inexperienced players. He is a junior. 6'2" forward, according to the program. 10:45 to play in the ballgame. McKenzie on the interception. 2-on-2 opportunity. McKenzie, little layup. Willer's there!
Hey! Chuck gets in and points within his first 15 seconds on the court.
Chuck Willer, a huge smile on his face as he runs back. Here comes Lilly back the other way. Poor Washington. And he misses the shot. McKenzie on the rebound. They're going to call a foul, though.
They're going to catch McKinney with a big... Oh, no.
Hunter Lewis, apparently.
It was McKinney and Lewis going at it, and I thought they had McKinney for the shove, but I guess the second person always gets caught.
Matt Hagenjos will check into the ballgame for the Pirates. At the free throw line will be Isaac McKinney. And he makes the first one. His first point of the evening. Round of applause from the Washington fans that traveled. 71-33 our score. John Diener's night likely over. Same with Jordan Johnson as well with such a big lead. Second basket from McKinney is good. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. It's a 30-second timeout. Cedarburg 71. And your Bulldogs leading 71-34. Back with more on Spreaker.com after this. Welcome back to Cedarburg High School. 71-34 our score with your Bulldogs very much in charge over the Port Washington Pirates. You can say that the Pirates, trying to think, have been plundered this evening.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Whatever floats your boat.
They're marooned, shipwrecked.
Shipwrecked is probably an accurate term. They haven't even scored half as many points as the Bulldogs have tonight. And we've got 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here, Bax.
And you're not going to win games if you can't keep up with that one. Inbound pass for the Bulldogs. Patrick McKenzie with the ball now. He'll drive the left side of the lane. Nice little spin move. He misses the basket, but puts on a nice little show and draws the foul.
They call that the crab dribble, where you step in and jump out. Very well executed. Gets the foul.
Matt Hagenius, his second foul. McKenzie up for the free throw attempt. Knocks down the first one. I've liked what I've seen from McKenzie here in the game tonight. It was nice to see him get more involved in the offense and defense. Very electrifying player. That's a good change of pace when Diener's not on the court.
Definitely. And with that, both teams have entered the bonus.
McKenzie goes 2 for 2 from the line. He's got 4 on the evening. 73-34 our score. 10-10 to play in the ballgame. Cedarburg very much in control. And after Uselding now for the Pirates going left to right. He'll drive the left side of the lane. Sends it back out. Now Gersh has it stolen
McKenzie with the steal, and that was a clean steal.
McKenzie
if
played
McKenzie
great
sets down
defense.
a dribble, he gets away with that one.
Smile on McKenzie's face. He understands that he didn't do anything wrong, but the refs had other plans. McKenzie goes to his 4th foul on the evening. Oliver Gersh will step to the line to shoot 2. And he misses the first one, rattles it out. Adam Byrell is going to check into the game for Port Washington on the next available time. Looks like he might be pulling the shooter. Second shot is good from Gersh. And Gersh will check out. Hunter Lewis will do the inbound pass. They will go from right to left. Pat McKenzie gets the inbound pass. He'll go up the court now.
Port Washington's gone into a full press here. Not very effective.
McKenzie dribbling through everybody, then passes it to Barber, who finds Hunter Lewis. Little skip step from him, and he knocks down the jumper. His first points of the evening for Hunter Lewis.
He's been doing an excellent job manning the baseline here against...
Traveling against Evan Lilly for the Pirates. Cedarburg will get the ball back. 75-35 our score.
As I was saying earlier, Lewis has been doing an excellent job manning the baseline for Cedarburg, offensively and defensively, with a number of rebounds tonight.
Patrick McKenzie breaking some ankles and taking names. He'll make a nice little pass off after embarrassing a couple Port Washington players. You can definitely notice the confidence budding for McKenzie every time he touches the ball. Victor Novi with it on the far side. Passes it off, finds McKenzie now. McKenzie dribbling in from the right side. Far corner. Fakes the shot, kicks it back out. Chuck Willer. Back to the near side. Hunter Lewis. Dribbles left side baseline. Fadeaway shot off the rim, no good. Ball kicked back out. Rebound made. McKenzie gets the ball. Back to Novi, and it goes over his head. Ball out of bounds. Port Washington will get the ball. And we've entered the running clock stage as well because Cedarburg leads by 40.
At some points of this game, Victor Novi looks like he's just one step behind, but that all comes with time, Bax. As he gets more game time, he'll make that grab. And
it was a beautiful play by McKenzie. So he looked at him, looked away, and then suddenly the ball, boom, was out of his hands, and Novi was like, oh, he's not passing. Oh, there's the ball.
Novi was in a perfect spot and wide open.
Speaking of Novi.
Reaching foul on Novi.
Sophomore slump? No.
Well, he's about a whole head and a half taller than the man he was defending, so he had to get pretty far down there to get that reaching foul.
The word gangly comes to mind. He's a gangly man, Zach. He's trying to maneuver his 6'7" frame to try to get a ball, but Uselding, a short little guy, trying to cut his way through the Cedarburg defense. Uselding comes in at a resounding 5'9". Second shot from Uselding is good. He's got 3 on the night.
You're going to be impressed by my math, but that's a 10-inch difference.
Well done. You must have a college degree. I'm so proud. McKenzie again, wowing the crowd with his ball handling skills. Now Novi gets it. Back to McKenzie. Crowd calling for more from McKenzie. They like what they've seen from him. Here's a nice little no-look pass. Finds Barber, but Barber called for traveling. It's almost like McKenzie is playing at a secondary level that a lot of these other guys on the court just don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, and you can tell that McKenzie's used to playing with Diener and Johnson. He's got that sixth sense about him when someone's open, and these guys just aren't ready for the ball.
75-36 our score. 7:04 to play. Evan Lilly with it for Port Washington. They go left to right. They look for an option. He finds Adam Byrell. Byrell tries to drive the lane, has the ball knocked out of bounds.
Jake Salzman coming in off the bench. A number of cheers coming from the Cedarburg bench.
Salzman will check in. Matt Barber's night will be done. Salzman, one of the juniors on the team, coming in at 6'4". Here comes the pass, inbound, finding Byrell. It racks off the backboard, no good. Looks like we're going to see Jake Levy checking in as well, too. Foul down the other way, but it's going to be against the Bulldogs. And Patrick McKenzie's night is over, unfortunately, as he will foul out with only 4 points.
4 points, but a number of excellent defenses and a few steals in there, too.
Jake Levy's going to check into the ball game now, wearing number 1, a senior 5'9" guard. A very young Cedarburg team on the court right now. Got an opportunity to see what the future is going to look like for the Bulldogs. Adam Byrell has his pass knocked away. Here comes a three-point attempt for the Pirates. And it's Matt Haganos. His first basket of the evening, a three-pointer. 75-39 our score. Clock continues to run regardless because we hit the 40-point barrier. Hunter Lewis, far side of the court, kicks it out. Levy.
Lewis is now acting as a point guard, also the most senior player out there for the Cedarburg Bulldogs, and it shows as he throws a pass right past number 33, Jake Salzman, and out of bounds.
5:17 to play in the ballgame. Cedarburg leads 75-39. Port Washington will get possession as they go from left to right. Haganos just nailed that three earlier. He's back. He's on the court now. Nick Landowski checks in for the first time. Here's Uselding. Deep three-pointer. Oh, it was in and then it was out. Levy's got the rebound. He'll go up the court to Lewis. Lewis underneath finds Salzman, who checks out to the far wing. Salzman finding a spot. Kicks it out now to Lewis on the near side in front of the home bench. Lewis back out to Salzman. Now Victor Novi on the far side outside the three-point arc. He'll check back to the middle of the court. Hands it off to Willer. Willer almost having it knocked away.
It's visible back, so you can see how much the Cedarburg offense
Salzman
is slowed
with the layup.
down.
He's got it.
I was
thought
just
there was
about
a bit
to
of
say.
travel on that one, but hey, ref didn't call it. 77-39.
I was just about to say the offense slows down and they pick it right back up and get some points.
Three-pointer there from Nick Landowski doesn't go. 4:10 to play. Ball stolen away. Miscommunication. Here's Adam Byrell with the layup, and good for the Pirates. Salvaging a little bit of the deficit that they have to overcome. Hunter Lewis gets the inbound pass. He'll go up across the half-court line. Double team now. Loses the ball away. Landowski tries to get it there, and the ball's still free. And a timeout
Whoa,
called.
whoa, whoa, whoa. A little bit of extracurricular activity here between the Pirates and the Bulldogs. Lewis was
Timeout on the court, waiting to see the length. It'll be a full timeout. All right, we'll step aside. 77-41 our score. Cedarburg leads over Port Washington with 3:50 to play. You're listening to Cedarburg Athletics on Spreaker.com.
And right before we left you, Hunter Lewis was wrestling a ball away from a host of Port Washington Pirates, and the timeout was called. Lewis kept wrestling, and some Pirates were a little bit peeved at that. So the refs had to step in and separate the boys.
Victor Novi after the shot there. Thank you for that, Zach. Victor Novi, a little turnaround jump shot, has it go off the rim, no good. Comes back out, Pirates with the rebound. 3:33 to play. Cedarburg leads 77-41. Nice little outlet pass to Byrell. Has it off the backboard. No good.
Side of the backboard, to be specific. He was standing behind it when he shot.
Chuck Willer, he'll go up the court now with the ball in hand. Finds Jake Levy.
Willer doesn't look like a natural point guard necessarily as he brings the ball down the court. But he'll get more comfortable as he gets more experience here.
It's all about game time experience as well. When you have that opportunity to really feel what the game is like with the ball in your hand, you get the opportunity and more experience as a whole.
In addition, he's being guarded by Adam Bball, so
a quality player. Victor Novi's score is a free throw. 78-41. Second shot, no good. Levy tried to go for the rebound. He has it blocked away. Port Washington back up the court. Here comes Uselding. Tries to drive, kicks it out. Shot is off the rim, no good from Sam Fritsch. Rebound made by Willer. Cedarburg up the court, right to left. Hunter Lewis. Now back to Novi, back to Willer. Now Salzman. Back to Hunter Lewis, nice little ball, and there it is! Chuck Willer, wide open under the basket. He converts for his fourth point of the night.
Lewis to Willer, and that's usually where Lewis is hanging out, right there at the block.
80-41 our score with 2 minutes to play in the ball game.
Hold on, foul number 33,
Jake Salzman will be called for the foul. Adam Byrell will step to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First shot is good from Byrell. After tonight's game, Cedarburg will go on the road to Nicolet, and then they will head off to Wisconsin Lutheran on December 23rd. That'll be a high-quality game. If you're in the area, go check it out. Second shot is no good from Byrell. Minute 25 to play in the game. Hunter Lewis has the ball skipped through his hands and out of bounds. Port Washington will get possession back with a minute 20 to play. Inbound pass now for the Pirates as they head up the court, going from left to right over to Byrell. Byrell goes to the baseline, finds Fritsch. Fritsch hands it back to Byrell. He'll come on the near side. Passes across the court to Landowski. Landowski back over to Uselding. Thought about the three, pulls it back. Back out to Landowski. He'll take the three-pointer. It's in the air. It's in the basket. Nick Landowski. 80-45 our score. 50 seconds to play. Willer, near side, passes to Lewis. Bulldogs underneath the basket. Levy goes for the shot, has a foul called, and it's going to be a jump ball in favor of the Bulldogs. 32 seconds to play.
Levy threw that ball up there quite lazily, actually.
Like, please go in the basket.
After the jump ball wasn't called on his first jump, and then they called it the second one after the ball was contested.
Inbound pass now, Novi. He's got 18 seconds to go on the near side. Finds Levy. Levy thought about a pass. Goes underneath. Ball skipping through the legs of Salzman. Port Washington will get the ball back with 9 seconds to go and will likely run off the clock. Here comes Byro. Makes a great little move on the near side. Breaks some ankles. Another shot and in!
High off the glass. That's about as high off the glass as you can get there, Baxter.
And there is your final horn after some fireworks from Adam Byro. Cedarburg wins 80-47. An absolute thrilling game from the Bulldogs. We will take a break and come back and give you all the final stats. You're listening to Cedarburg High School Athletics live on Spreaker.com. Welcome back to Cedarburg High School. A final for you as they take down the Port Washington Pirates 80-47. I'm Baxter Colburn alongside Zach Poppenfuss. A very one-sided victory tonight for your Bulldogs as they improved to 6-0 overall, 3-0 more importantly in North Shore Conference play. Zach Poppenfuss, your thoughts, sir, about tonight's ballgame?
Well, I think two of the big keys that we talked about, rebounding, getting those second chance points, not as important in the second half, although I will admit a good portion of the second half was the second stringers playing there for Cedarburg. But some good time and good points in the second half. Only 5 off of their first half total. So that's nothing to shake a stick at, Bax.
You're absolutely correct about that one. Yeah, John Diener leading all scorers tonight with 30 points. Jordan Johnson right behind with 23. And then everybody else kind of just joined the party sparingly with 4 points, 2 points, 3 points, which, let's be honest, we expected for almost any time that Diener and Johnson are on the court together. They're going to be the two main guys that see the ball, they run the court, and they make the big-time plays, which is just Cedarburg basketball in 2016.
Definitely, Bax. And you could see there was that key there. Really, a big key to this game was the play of 43.
Patrick McKenzie tonight.
Patrick McKenzie, there we go. Having a little bit of trouble reading my sheet right here.
It's all good.
But, no, he played some excellent defensive basketball in the first half, keeping Port Washington really on their toes, not letting them get into any kind of rhythm. And then in the second half, after getting a chance to run the offense by himself, he really made a difference there with a good 4-point run.
Would you give the game ball to Patrick McKenzie?
I would have given the game ball to Patrick McKenzie. He was a facilitator in the second half as the second stringers came in. Definitely a big reason you see a lot of 4s and 2s on the score sheet in the second stringer column.
You're absolutely correct about that. Well, a final tonight here from Cedarburg High School as the Bulldogs defend the home court 80-47. Next up for the Bulldogs, they head to Nicolet on December 16th and then on the road again to Wisconsin Lutheran on December 23rd. We'll be back again, though, on Friday night as your Cedarburg girls basketball team will be home, and I will have the call right here on Spreaker.com. For Zach Poppenfuss, I'm Baxter Colburn. We appreciate you spending your Tuesday night with us. We will talk to you next time live right here from Cedarburg High School. Good night, everyone.